We're on the road between Jerusalem and Jericho. What's significant about that? Well, just before we hear one of the classic stories that Jesus told to really make an amazing point that still applies to us today, let me explain who traveled this road. You see, priests and Levites often lived in Jericho and would commute to Jerusalem, just like some of you may live in Mississauga, Whitby, Pickering, but you commute into more central Toronto, even downtown Toronto for work. Well, that's what priests and Levites did. They lived in that bedroom community of Jericho, and they commuted into Jerusalem for their shift at the temple. And so they were traveling on this road all the time. And then secondly, just before you hear from Pastor Jonathan tell the actual story, you see alongside this road, there were lots of places for thieves to hide. And they would do that. They would hide behind a cliff like that and then surprise, obviously, travelers on this road and steal from them. Now, listen, knowing that context, listen to the actual story.
In reply, Jesus said, "A man was going down from Jerusalem to Jericho when he was attacked by robbers. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him, and went away, leaving him half dead. A priest happened to be going down the same road, and when he saw the man, he passed by on the other side. So too a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, passed by on the other side. But a Samaritan, as he traveled, came where the man was, and when he saw him, he took pity on him. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, pouring oil and wine. Then he put the man on his own donkey, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day, he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper. 'Look after him,' he said, 'and when I return, I will reimburse you for any extra expense you may have.' Which of these 3 do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers?" The expert of the law replied, "The one who had mercy on him." And Jesus said, "Go and do likewise."